I might try a little bit of Ultimate Team in a little bit. Because I kind of liked Ultimate Team the other day. But for right now, I'm going to be doing franchise mode. I wanna. Hello, welcome to the live stream, and also the Bud Files. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, wait, no.
Armored cars, tanks, jeep.
Have the stream. Thank you for leaving a like on the stream. I need to look for. I knew I had it in there. Thank you though for leaving a like on the stream. I figured I would stream a little Madden. Oh wait, I did that. Well, I'm gonna try to stream both Rocket League and what's it called? Fortnite. But tonight I should go and stream Madden for a little bit. I meant to.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on E!
So how many games can you do in franchise mode, like after the one season? Someone told me you have like 4 seasons.
Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee,
and for 4 seasons, but I'm not sure.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. They'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. On the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings,
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Baker going to give it to Irving. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They run the draw play. This is White. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Levante David in on the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Achane. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Now Achane on 1st and 10. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. The Dolphins at 14-1 now on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll try and run here with Irving. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown. Now 2nd and 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mayfield on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They go play action. Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Spinning away. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Looking to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table. Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be touchdown short of a first, and it's 4th down coming up.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
In motion right here, Washington. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, Achane. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, back to Achane. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble. but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
On second down, they'll run with White. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They stay on the ground with White. Flexing his muscle at the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far,
I'm just playing some Madden right
that he
now.
might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This is White on the screen. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
I'm usually good at Madden, too, by the way, in case you're wondering. And I'm playing as the Dolphins, by the way,
Mayfield
in
looks
case
to
you
throw.
didn't know.
They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
The reason I play as the Dolphins is because the Dolphins are kind of my favorite
Had
team.
a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he'll be taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. 47 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because When he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. He'll lead this one for White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A run straight ahead with Achane. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Trey Palmer. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. One last shot for Mayfield here. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.
I did good that round. I don't know. I still might get on Fortnite for a little bit tonight. It depends.
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hello, welcome to the live stream.
It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses. But when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Back to throw. Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Allen now on first down. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Oh, good move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins had 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
These two teams all tied after 1. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8, 4th. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Allen. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen again. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. A give, running right, Achane. And he'll work down inside the 45. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year, with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Cook following the penalty. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Here's Hill on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. 36 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Quick slant, complete to touchdown. Bo Melton from 17 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they'll give this to Achane. A gain of 3, second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Cook again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen going to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They begin with a run by Davis, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second and 7. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Allen's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Allen will try again on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Waddle. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Miami first down. And the Dolphins are going to win the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Achane gets it from the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Now Allen. That's caught by Shakir. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing, Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now a play fake here on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. They'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some interesting plays throughout. Maybe one of the most interesting, ending the game on an onside kick. They actually recovered it, but it didn't really matter.
No, you're exactly right, and maybe they just wanted to work on something, right? Even though it wouldn't have affected the final score, you work on it, you get it, you feel good about that. But I remember I had a coach who said, I don't waste those onside kicks. You don't get many of them anyway. Let's not use it when we don't need to.
So for the Dolphins, they've
Should I keep streaming Madden or should I switch to something else? Or I don't really know. I might end stream because no one is really watching right now. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna keep streaming Madden though. I don't know.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. On play action, here's Nix. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. To throw, here's Nix. He'll find his tight end, it's Adam Troutman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And this returnable for Hill. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the handoff, it's Achane. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And they'll work this down inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Nix. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
21-0 our score after 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
In motion left goes Sutton. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now Williams running left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They run it again with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Second and 5. And this one complete to Smith. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Kadarius Toney from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Nix to try again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Troutman, right side.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Nix to throw on first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Back to the air with Nix. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Nix.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes, a touchdown pass in the victory. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Good footwork at the 30. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Achane.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Achane. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll look to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it is 42-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
here. Bingo. No. You don't want a treat? You don't want a treat?
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
I don't know what you want, man. If I just
Now
took you
first
outside,
carry
you
for
have
their
water in my
fullback.
bathroom.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Nix.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 1.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
118 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Kadarius Toney
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Nix from the shotgun.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
To throw is Nix.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. He finds his man, complete. It's Hodges. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Miami set to take over.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And powering through at the 35. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. Was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Nix on 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run. Achane.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking,
maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tonight.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Nix to the air.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's taken to the 26. A nice little juke.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
Thank you, Chicken King. Welcome to the live stream. I'm just streaming Madden right now. Decided to stream Madden tonight and not Fortnite. I don't know. I've been playing Madden 25. Madden 25 is fun. I used to play the older Maddens too. Like Madden 16 and 15 when those were out. Those were fun too. I haven't tried Madden 26 yet though because I don't have the newest version of Xbox, and this version of Xbox I have doesn't have that. I'm hoping one day to be able to upgrade, but I mean right now I'm just stuck with Madden 25. I could try Madden 24 if you guys want me to, or Madden 23. But anyway. Especially, but it's challenging. Okay. I'm pretty good though at Madden now. I used to not be that good at Madden back when Madden 20 or when Madden 15, 16 was out. But now I'm way better at it though. Now I'm a lot better at it though than I used to be. I think tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming Rocket League and Fortnite. Maybe some more Madden if I get time to tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I don't know what I'm gonna stream yet. I tell you what. How about we? Okay, we can do that. I play on Xbox though. I play on Xbox One though. Is Madden 25 crossplay? Is there a way to do crossplay on Madden 25? Rocket League is fun, yes. Rocket League is a lot of fun. I'm not that good at Rocket League. I am getting better at Rocket League, though, I have to admit, but it's still fun. I also sometimes play Rec Room and, what's it called? I don't know. Madden 26, it's crossplay. I can look up real quick if Madden 25 is crossplay. I mean, cross-platform. So yes, it is, according to Google, it is cross-platform. But you have to have cross-platform enabled for online. So I am able to play online modes because I played against my other friend. I played it with my other friend the other day. That's also on Xbox, so okay, that's good to know. I also play Fortnite a little bit, mostly Mafia Heist 2 on... I've never tried Mafia Heist 2. I'll have to try that. I'll have to try that when I play Fortnite next. Okay, yeah, and when you have Madden 25 re-downloaded, let me know, and we can play Madden together. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. I was trying to think, should I do one more round of Madden, or should I get off for the night and just get back on tomorrow? I've been trying to stream different games too besides Fortnite. And yes, I do have Discord. Hold on, let me grab my Discord link real quick. And put it in chat. And you can join my Discord server. I think I will do one more round of Madden, even though it's almost 1 in the morning. For me, I just realized that. I don't want to be sleeping too late tomorrow. So I can have enough time to at least get on and stream a couple different games. But there's a link to my Discord server. Oh yeah, I see that you joined it. And I sent you a friend request on Discord also, just now. I also sent you a friend request on there. I know my live stream has delay on it, so... I know my live stream, it's kind of delayed. I have no idea how to enable crossplay mode, though. I think I have it enabled already. I'm pretty sure I do. I'll have to check that. Thanks. Now we can... Yes, now we can communicate easier. And I don't know if you heard, but I sent you a friend request on there also on Discord. I got on kind of late tonight. I know. I started streaming kind of late. I've been streaming for over 2 hours, though. I was trying to think, should I stay on Madden for a little bit longer there, or should I get off for the night? I don't know. I mean, I'm tired, but I'm not really that tired. In 1 minute, it'll be 1 a.m. Every stream. Yes, that's true. Every stream is headed in the right direction. My streams lately and videos lately have been getting a good amount of views. So, I mean, that's pretty good. As of lately, anyway, they have. I'm almost to 500, or I am at 500 watch hours. I'm almost to 600 watch hours now, in fact. I'm happy about that. Do one more thing. I'll do one more round of Madden. And then I'll get off. But yeah, I'm happy to be at almost 500 or 600 watch hours. I'll have to get my...
From
That would be
Hard
cool
Rock
to get your
Stadium
cats to
in
do it with my
Miami,
dog.
Florida.
Speaking of Ringo, he's a good puppy dog. Yes, he is.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway.
But sadly,
in the
he
AFC
can't see
title
that
game.
good.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ringo can't see that good, sadly, because he's
So here
blind
come
now.
the Dolphins now as they get
I've had him
set to
since
take over
2013.
offense. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be
He was
calling the
born not
plays
long
under
before I
center.
got him, too.
We can talk all we want
He had
about football
been
being
with a
team
couple
game
other
and leaning on
families,
different
and then
parts
we
and
ended up
aspects
adopting him
in
from
order
a
to get it
shelter
done. And that's entirely true
after
during
he was
regular
like with
season.
2 other
Some weeks it's the
families.
defense, the special teams,
One of his
running the
previous owners
football, but in the
passed away,
playoffs,
too.
all the pressure reverts to the
One of his
quarterback,
first
and
owners
he has to play
that
well
he had
and play at a
before
really
we
high
got
level
him.
in order for his team to win.
They'll run. Here's
But we've had him ever
Devon
since.
He'll be hit 5 yards on the play. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
When we
From the
first got
33,
Ringo,
here's
he was
2nd and
kind of
5.
like,
He'll
he
look
used
to
to
throw.
chew stuff and all that at times,
Well,
but
that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go.
calm down.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage?
Yeah, that's
Because he just
true.
did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
That's one thing is I can't see dog. I
Working the
can't
middle of the field, and he's got a man
stand to
complete.
see
And he is
animals
gonna
like
have
dogs
the
and cats
Dolphins
have
first down as
bad
they're able
lives
to
and all
get the
that.
3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller
I'm like,
receivers running through that
I know, I
gnarly
just can't
patch of
stand
land
it.
in the middle of the field.
All animals
But he
have
did
to
a
have
really
a good
nice
life.
job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could
Just like
while
humans,
completing
too.
the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle complete.
But if I see
He's
anyone
tackled a
abusing
yard short of the
animal,
marker. Good
that
gain
makes
of
me so
9 on
mad.
first down. From the 41,
makes
this
me
is 2nd
extremely
and a
mad.
yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening
I wonder if I
drive.
can get a touchdown.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek
Got a
Hill
touchdown.
from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away.
The Turns are always
Sanders.
good at an accurate kick. Sometimes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Download
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up
Minecraft.
1st and 10 at their
I
own
told him
24.
I might do it now. I don't know if I.
They'll start the
I
drive
wonder
here
if
with
I
Pacheco.
was to stream
They'll be brought
Minecraft.
down on the 30-yard line
how
after a
that would
gain
do
of
on
6.
views.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty
don't know.
decent gain.
This
It's
second
been a
and
while
4.
though since I've played Minecraft too.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete to his rookie second-round pick.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Looking to throw. They're going deep for Hill.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Yep, I got a touchdown. Well, a couple of touchdowns.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And now here comes Kansas City.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained
The reason I'm
drive
playing as the
here.
Dolphins is Dolphins is my
talk to says the exact same thing. When you
favorite
start a
team.
drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field
NBA
position,
2K.
right? You flip the field a little
Try
bit.
NBA
They didn't
2K.
get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The offense
Something
on
I
3rd
just
down,
thought of.
just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
He's got his
Oh, no.
target. That's complete.
A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
Shifts by him. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And able to get this out to the 25. In motion right here, Washington. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home the Lamar Hunt Trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. To decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
I'm surprised you're up this late, by the way.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Actually, not really surprised.
And
I don't know.
all the way down to the 33-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that,
though, I'm playing as the
trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now.
Did try a field goal.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. That is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're going to try and throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll give this to Achane. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1 yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. On play action, they'll throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pen.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Back to throw here. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Mahomes firing complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll look to throw. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
This ball deep for Tony.
This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the Dolphins are AFC champs as we say thanks for watching and good night, everybody.
I'm gonna go ahead and stream. I will stream again later. That's it for this stream.